Okay, so I think everyone has. Mr. Balde. Okay, are you able to see my screen? Is it visible? Okay, so guys, as per our last class, we have in this module 13, we have completed up to basic configuration, right? And now today we are going to work on how we are going to secure our router. So this is our today's lesson, that how you are going to secure your routers. Normally, see why we should know to secure our routers. That suppose if I'm going to build my house, right? So when you want to build your house, so you started constructing your house, right? So you will start after constructing, before putting like sofa, TV or some kind of thing inside your house, you will put lock on your door. So same here in the routers. Before configuring your routers, before configuring your entire network settings with the routers, you have to secure your routers. And why we should do that one? We should do that for like that nobody can enter in your router and manipulate your routers, okay, and manipulate your router settings, okay. So if you want to secure your routers after configuration, you can do that one also. But this is the process, that okay, first you know how to secure your router, then we will know how to configure our router routings and all those things, okay. So as we came to know in our previous class, that whenever you want to access your router, we have to access our router through console, okay, console mode, or you can say console line. And we have auxiliary line also, where we can access our router through auxiliary line, okay, which is used for remote connections, okay. But nowadays we are not using this auxiliary line to connect the remote routers and configure the remote routers. Yes, we do telnet nowadays. Yes, we do telnet, we do SSH, okay. And we also use these passwords, and we will be using one by one, okay. So first of all, let's know about console password security. So here we have our GNS3, okay. So in this GNS3, we will be taking one router here. So you can take any router, old one, new one, because we are just going to check our router configuration. So remember guys, I in our previous class I told you that in your router these are normal router icons, but if you want, you can have some real router icon, which will give you some real visualization of the 3D routers, you can say. You'll think that you're working on a real router, but these are all already a real router iOS images, okay. So I think we have that one. We will check this one. So I'm just changing the image to give you some real feel of the router. You can see here layer 2 switch. Even I have kept layer 3 router also. This router, okay. So suppose this is your router, okay. So when you will start your router, okay, this is your router. So suppose you, as a human, you wanted to configure it, right? So configuring, normally what we use computers. Okay, and that computer, I told you, that computer have a console cable, and that console cable is connected with the router. Okay, in a console port, right? So I'm console port is not directly here, so I'm just giving you example that this is connected like this. Okay, so whenever you will click on the router, okay, first of all you have to start the devices. Click on the start icon here, this. Okay, so your router will start, your devices will be start here. Okay, and now if you will click on this console icon, so you will get a console of the router, the devices which is in this scenario. So you can see here you got the your router has already booted. Okay, so in our previous class I have already told you that uh, we have these kind of show commands, right? So show commands will give you the details of the router and the information of the routers. Okay, so let's check the show version. Okay, so to check the version of the router, so we are using 15.4, which is the latest version of the router iOS image. Okay, as if you will compare with packet tracer, let me show you the packet tracer, which version we are using in packet tracer and which version we are using here in GNS3. So if I'm taking one router here, okay, fine. So version, so you can see here this 12.4, right? Okay, so here we are using 15.4, the latest one. Okay, so as per our lab, so first lab is our how we are going to secure our console access, right? This one, console access. Okay, so let's come again to your router. Okay, okay, so I came on the router console. So first of all, you have to know that, okay, whether you are working on console line or which line, so you should know that line first. Okay, so how you will know that? You see, if you are coming here, if you are typing here exit, you can see here, can you see here r1 con 0 means console 0 is not available. So if you are clicking enter here, okay, so you are on console mode now. Okay, when you will exit, you will come to know your mode. Okay, or normally when you will start working on the routers, you will know on which mode you are working. Okay, or on which line you are working. So now we are working on how we are going to secure our routers. Okay, so we will be checking how to secure our routers. So first, when you will access your router with the console access, okay, so what you have to do, as you know that this securing your router is one kind of configuration, so you have to come to global configuration mode. So just come here, now you are in configuration mode, and then here you have to type here line console 0. Why we are writing line console 0? Because on router you will find only single console. Okay, that's why it is 0. Then which type of password you want to put here, put, you can write here password. So I'll write here, okay, password is CISCO. Okay, and when this password will be prompt and asked by you, so you type here, okay, when I will log in, at that time you ask. Okay, and then you can type here exit or end. Okay, exit, exit, and then write, means save the configuration. Okay, okay. Now if you will click here exit, now if you are typing here enter, see now it is asking user verification, means whenever you will find user access verification, means it is a console password. So you have to write here console password. So what is your console password? Your console password is Cisco. So now see, once you write your console password, you will be able to log in your router, and now you can configure whatever you want. Okay, so you have seen that how to secure your router, right? Now, so this is your first console security. But if you want to put some more security in your router, so router, as you know that router has multiple labels. So the first label you know about routers is, that is your, let me show you through packet tracer, because here user mode is not there. Okay, so you can find user mode in this also. If you'll type here exit, okay, log out, okay, Cis- Cisco disable, if you'll type, yes, see user mode is there. Okay, and then if you're typing here exit, so you will get the user mode. But by default, in GNS3 directly, it is a simulator, that's why directly they are sending you to privilege mode. Okay, but no problem, we have here packet tracer. We can come to packet tracer, open your packet tracer. Here I can show you. Okay, come here, enable conf conf t, then first you change your host name as a R1. Okay, do right, save the configuration. Now see, if you'll type here exit, and then you are in privilege mode, now exit, you are in user mode. Okay, so whenever you want to secure your user mode, so console security we have already seen, but if let's see again, enable conf t, then type here line console 0. Okay, then password, okay, write Cisco, then prompt this password at login time, then click end. So the console password is completed. Now you can save this configuration and then exit. Okay, so this password is your console password, user access verification. So password is Cisco. So now you are able to log in. Okay, so once you added this password, now you are in user mode. So if you are typing here enable, okay, see conf, now you are in configuration mode, privilege mode. Now you are able to configure it, right? Now there are some other labels, password labels, like you can secure your enable mode also. Okay, so how we can secure our enable mode means, when people will put the console password, yes, they can enter in user mode and they can verify whatever they want. But when they want to move to privilege mode, and from privilege they want to move to configuration mode, they should have password here, they should put password, they should verify themselves. Okay, yes, because to why they need to verify, they need to verify because they have to show that yes, they are authorized people to configure the routers, okay, or the devices. So here what you can see here, how we are going to write, simple, it's very simple command. You have to type here in the configuration mode, enable password and the password. So let's write here Cisco 123. Okay, and then end, go to privilege, and then save it. After saving, see here exit, So always keep in mind, see, this is what console password. So what was your console password? Your console password was Cisco. So Cisco. So now you are in user mode. So when you are typing here enable to move to privilege mode or enable mode, you can say. So you have to re-verify your again. So what was our enable password? It was Cisco 123. So when you are putting Cisco 123, now you are in privilege mode, and now from privilege mode you can move to configuration mode, and then you can configure the routers. Okay. So now you have seen that, okay, you can put two password labels to secure your routers, right? Okay. Now one more, here you have one problem, like as in our first class of this Cisco basic commands, we have came to know that yes, if we want, we can check our router configurations, that what we have configured, right? So if you are typing here so running config command, okay, this command, so running config, so you will be able to see your configuration, right? So maybe if someone came here and he's checking something like so running config to find the configuration of this router, so see, automatically your password will be visible. So it, somebody can come and see, okay, this is the password, okay, let me see. And what they can do, they can easily retrieve your password and they can try and manipulate the settings, right? So you can see that, okay, how we can encrypt this password, right? So nobody can see. So if you'll see here, enable password is also visible, and if you are coming here, your console password is also visible, right? So you want to encrypt it. So for encryption, there is one command which is known as service service password encryption. Okay, and once it is done, now you can exit from here and then type right to save the configuration. And now once you have saved the configuration, you can move to exit to re-verify the things. Now user access verification. So this command, I told you, it is for console access. So console access password was Cisco. Now enable password was Cisco 123.